episode of Treats on the Streets. My name is Gavin, and today we are heading to get these windows tinted. I'm actually going to be dropping the car off at a friend's house who does tint, so I'm going to go drop the car off. We're heading to his house right now. Once that's done, we have a handful of stuff we got to do. This is stuff that's really not just applicable to the E36, but to every car on the road. And in my opinion, it's one of the best things that you can do to make your car stand out and look better than everyone else's. Now, what I've decided to do as far as the tint goes, the front windows, I think I'm going to go ahead and do 35%, and the back I'll do 20. I like to have a little bit of a difference, so that way 35 is still darker than legal, but when you have a difference between the front and the back, you're less likely to get pulled over. So once the tint is done, I will show you guys, and then we will move on to what else we have to do today. And we have a beautiful view of the mountains, as always. Oh, hey, tint is done. It is amazing how much just tinting your car can make such a huge difference on how the sucker looks. Needless to say, I like it. And like I said before, 20% on the back, 35 in the front. Now that we've got the tint done, it's time to put on this, use that, put these on, this, and this goes in here. These are gloss black grills because these have chrome on them, and I don't like that. We have these little tinted fender lights because these are clear and kind of worn out, and I don't like that. And it came with these little chrome bulbs, but I don't think I'm going to use them. And we have these amber corner blinker lights because these are clear, and I don't like that. And I'm not opposed to clearing out your ambers, but in this specific application, I think that this way looks a little more OEM. This is VHT Nightshade. It's basically like a tint paint. We're going to put a few light coats of this tint on this amber to tint out the ambers a bit. And we're also going to be using that to spray a few light coats on this reverse part of my taillights. And then we have this Laminex tint. These ones are for the fog lights, and these are for the headlights. And normally I would use something like this for the taillights, but because it's just a small little strip, I didn't want to buy a big old sheet of Laminex just to cut it all out except for the small spot. So we're going to use the Nightshades. Now this may look pretty dark while it's on here, but once you put it on the car, it ends up turning out to just be lightly tinted, kind of like these corners are. And then, last but not least, we have these OEM BMW emblems. Why? Because the ones that came on the car have these little carbon fiber stickers on them. When I saw it from the pictures before I bought it, I thought it was actually just part of the emblem. Otherwise, I just wouldn't have bought those and just peeled these off. But I bought them, so I'm going to put them on. And if you want these, they're in perfect condition, let me know and I'll ship them to you. And finally, last but not least, we have an ice cold kombucha for your health. I think to get started, what we're going to do is go with the Laminex first. So in order to do that, we have to prep and clean the lenses. Now I should say before I put this tint on that as far as all the brands that I've tried for tinting lenses, I like Laminex the best. Their tint film is a little bit thicker, all the wrinkles get out, it doesn't get brittle in the sun, it lasts a lot longer. They cut their tint to fit, as you can tell here. There's a little bit extra on all the sides, so they give you a little razor blade to trim everything off and a little bottle to spray it to make it nice and slippery so you can size it up perfect. And in my opinion, it just looks a lot better. So if you need some tint, try out Laminex. Oh my gosh. I hit a rock. Let's try that again. Now we're done with the tint. Check it out. So what we're going to do is spray these and then hold them up to the tint on the lenses that we just put on the car and try to color match them so that these are as dark as the headlights that are now tinted. Just so everything matches up just right. Now when you're using this nightshade stuff, a little bit goes a long way, so don't get too heavy or before you know it, it's going to be black. And I'm not going for that look. Another thing I like about this stuff is the finish is glossy. Here we go. Now I'm going to let these dry for a second, and then we'll go hold them up to the car to see how well they match and see if we have to spray any more. And in the meantime, while these are drying, I'm going to go ahead and tape off around the taillights so we can spray those too. There's a difference between the one that's tinted and the one that's not. Definitely a lot better. Well, let's hold these up to see if they need to go any darker. Ooh, it's definitely really close. I'm just gonna go a tiny bit darker. Now, while these are drying for the second time, we might as well do these fender little blinker light thingies. Now, luckily, these ones already came tinted. The reason I didn't just spray the same stuff on these, especially because they're so small, is just because the rubber and stuff was deteriorating around here, so I might as well just replace it anyways, right? And now I think we'll do the grills. Yeah! Boom. Getting closer. Starting to look mean. These are dry, and while the hood is up, we might as well put these in. All right, all the stuff that we did today is stuff I've been wanting to do since the very first day I got the car. And I've actually had all that stuff, I've had it in my basement for a couple months. I just was waiting for the time to put it on. And I'm glad that we finally did it. I've always been the type of guy that thinks that you don't have to do something wild and outrageous to make your car stand out. I don't need big red stripes or bright orange wheels. When you tint out your car and do stuff like this, even just that really light tint on the headlights, those are gonna be the type of things that when you're driving down the road, it's gonna make people look a second time and wonder why your car looks so much better than theirs. So, if you're looking for something to really make your car look mean and stand out from the crowd, you don't need to do something outrageous. Just do something like this. We tinted the headlights, we tinted the fog lights, we put those ambers on and tinted those out, we put the corner markers on, we did the black grills, and we tinted out the tail lights, and we got the tint down on the windows. Now, none of these things that we did today are big drastic changes, but when you do them all together like that and tint out your car, it just makes it look awesome. I know some people like the whole chrome stuff, but I'm not one of them. But if you like that kind of stuff, then obviously you're not gonna be doing something like this. Now today we've done a lot of talking and we've done a lot of messing with the car, but one thing we haven't done too much of that I hope that you're used to expecting here on Treats on the Streets is some hard driving. The episode wouldn't be complete if we didn't do something like that. I've decided that today I'm gonna try a little something different that I've never done before. At least in a manual car, which is a standing burnout. Like I said, this will be the first time that I've ever tried this. You guys are gonna see it on camera. It's not like it's too complicated. There's a few cars here in the parking lot, but I don't think any of them are gonna care, so let's go for it. Traction control off. Holy crap. It dug a fat old hole in here. Look at all that crap. It is time to go. Well, I hope you guys think that that was as solid of a close to a good day as I do. I always try to have a little bit of fun because, hey, that's what it's all about. Next mod that we're gonna be doing is kind of a bigger one, and I think you guys are gonna like it. So if you want to see that, make sure to stick around. If you are new to the channel and this is your first time being here, welcome. You can click the logo back here to subscribe. And if you want to see more what Treats on the Streets is all about and some more hard driving, you can click these videos here. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.